Welcome everyone. I'm Amanda and this is my Embrace Your Wave Today YouTube channel. Here we come back to our breath, come back to our bodies, and listen in to what our bodies have to say. So here we are arriving on our mat, and arriving is the theme that we're focusing on to really come into our own intuition, come into our own center, and really just find our balance within us. As we start here in our easy seated position, legs crossed, we are thinking inhale through our nose, expand, exhale through our mouth, soften. So on your own breath, inhale, expand, exhale, soften. Try two more. Inhale, expand, exhale, soften. Expand, soften. Using that mini mantra as we move throughout our poses today. And remembering that with this practice, it's about letting our breath guide us and understand that our breath is the one setting the pace. Not our to-do list, not our expectations. We're here to flow within our body and make room for space and release so that we can move into our day with a lighter presence and more joy. From here, make your way into a tabletop. We are slowly noticing where the breath changes, using our mini mantra. Inhale, expand, exhale through your nose, soften. In our tabletop, our hands are shoulder width apart, our knees are hip distance apart, and find any movement here that you need to kind of ground yourself here, okay? Movement, breath really helps release any built up tension we have, and it gets our body flowing. From here into our cat-cow, and we're going to move into cow by inhaling our chest forward, shoulder blades back, looking up to the ceiling, and exhale, tucking our chin for cat, rounding our back, and finding our breath. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat. Trying a few more on your own here. Really finding what's helping your body as you're moving. Inhaling in your cow, exhaling your cat. One more here each. And back to tabletop. From here, we're finding your blocks, if you have blocks or any books, and we're going to make our way into our low lunge. So taking your right foot forward between your feet, or between your hands, and finding that your hips are squared off, toes are flat on your left leg, and your right knee is over top of your right ankle. Now here, finding some movement, feeling your hip flexor on your left here. And when you're ready, bring your hands up overhead and take a deep breath as you're engaging your core here, tucking your navel into your spine, and really finding this pose and the strength within your breath here. Exhale your hands down. Bring your right leg back and bring your left leg forward. Here we're going to do our low lunge on our left side, moving forward and back, really finding the stretch in your hip flexor on your right. And when you feel ready, Making sure your left knee is over your left ankle and your hips are squared off. Bring your hands up overhead, tucking your navel, your belly button into your spine to engage your core here as you're finding the strength here. One more inhale, and exhale your hands down. Press all the way back into your downward facing dog. Your hips are pressed all the way back. Your feet are as if they are in tabletop, so hip distance apart, and your hands still shoulder distance apart. Pushing away from the mat, bringing your chest back, your hips back, and having a bend in your knees, having your heels up. Whatever feels best for you in this pose. Be exactly where you are today. From here, we are going to move into a slow flow before moving in to our pigeon pose. So from here, we're going to take our right foot back, or bring it forward, and bring our left leg down. I'm going to inhale our hands up overhead. And then exhale your hands and stretch your right leg, toes up to the ceiling. So for a half splits here. Inhale, back to your right side, low lunge. Exhale, back to your half splits, toes up to the ceiling. One more. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Bring your hands back to the top. Step back into your downward facing dog and pedal out your feet. Finding your breath and moving into your left side. So bring your left foot forward between your hands, drop your right knee, and from here, we're going to come into our left side low lunge. Inhale, exhale, come back into our half splits, toes up to the ceiling on our left side, left leg. Press forward, inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands back to your half splits. Inhale, back to your low lunge. Finding your breath. Exhale, back to your half splits. As we inhale, we're thinking expand. As we exhale, we're thinking soften. Bring your hands back up to the front. Press back down into downward facing dog. From here, we're going to move into our pigeon pose. So first, with our three-legged dog, we're going to lift up our right leg all the way up to the ceiling. You can bend it, wag the tail, and then bring your knee all the way forward and lay your right calf and foot down towards your left side. So your right toes are facing up towards your mat, and the sole of your foot is towards the left side. Here, if you need any blocks, please have the blocks here. Most important here is to have your hips squared off, tucking your tailbone under so your pelvis feels strong and supported, and you're tucking your belly button into your spine. So you're really creating that engaged core as you're finding your spot here. Your toes are on the ground to the back there. You may stay here, or if you would like, so this is our pigeon, if you would like to do a sleeping pigeon, come forward and you can lay your head down on your mat here. If you need any props underneath your right hip, please put them there to help with any support so that you're not engaging in other areas that are taking you away from the actual stretch. So you're really releasing into your sleeping pigeon here. Find your breath for 4 deep breaths here. And then we can make our way back into our downward facing dog. This is my favorite pose, so at any time if you do need to pause the video to stay in this longer, please do so. Definitely done that in the past. Making your way back into your downward facing dog. So coming up, if you have been in sleeping pigeon, press all the way back into your downward facing dog and pedal out your legs here. Take a moment here and bring your left leg up to three-legged dog. You can wag the tail here, find any movement. Use your voice here to release anything. And bring your left leg forward as your left foot is towards your right side of the mat. Your toes are up. Your left toes are pointed towards the top of the mat. And here you're looking up to the ceiling as you're opening your chest here. Tucking your belly button into your spine and tucking your tailbone so that everything in your lower body, your torso area here, your glutes, your hips, everything's supported as we are in our pigeon up here. If you would like, you can use a block or a blanket or something underneath your left hip for support. And if you'd like, come all the way down for sleeping pigeon. Again, here, 4 deep breaths in and out, reminding yourself to inhale, expand, exhale, soften. Again, pause this video if you would like, and making your way back up into a seated pose here. So as we are sitting on our mat, we are going to take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. In through our nose, out through our mouth. One more time. In through your nose, out through your mouth. For our practice today, we are going to slowly lie down on our mat for 3 deep breaths in our Savasana. Here, finding your breath, making room for the space that you've created here. You're feeling lighter, feeling calmer, feeling more authentically yourself. Slowly roll over to your side and back up to seated, palms together in prayer. Namaste. Take a deep breath and carry this calm with you. I'll see you in your next practice.